Hello everyone, welcome back to our Let's Talk Design. I'm here again with you on a small chit chat session talking about variety of stones, textures in various typologies. And yes, we have our special guest again with us today who's giving you very good insights about trends, textures. We are soon gonna wait for our guest to join so that we could have a nice interaction with them. Keep all your questions ready because we are gonna take up all the questions at the end of the session. I am soon gonna invite our special guest. Thank you all of you for joining us every week. It's been great with you all. I really like how you all join our session and listen to our talks almost every week. Please put down your questions and do put down in the comment section if you have. Really like our expert to answer them for you all. And thank you guys, and I hope you all are staying safe because the pandemic is still going on. A lot of you have started going to office, but yes, please take care of yourself and please be safe. I am requesting our guest to join again. I hope she's joining soon, and I'm not going to make you all wait a lot, but yes, let's wait for them to join. Meanwhile, just keep your questions ready because we'll take up all the questions at the end of our session. In case you still have more questions, you could probably DM us. We are happy to answer all your queries and take them forward. I am trying to connect to our guest who is going to join very soon with us. Guys, please be ready with all your questions because we will take up all the questions after our session. And I hope you will have some questions looking at our conversations as well, which is going to be great. We'll be talking about trends, textures, various typologies using of stone in different residential spaces. We've talked about, so many aspects of stones, marbles, how it's used in so many areas and different typologies. We have given you so many insights already. Yet again, we have another session with our special guest today who's going to tell you more about the same industry with their expert skills. And I'm connecting to our special guest who is soon going to be joining. You just have to wait for a second because I'm connecting. They've joined the session, but I believe there's some issues in connecting. You'll have to allow us some time to connect. I think it's connecting now. It's there. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. All well. I hope you're doing great.
Absolutely.
Great. So, I'm just going to give a small intro about you to our audience who's here with us. We have Priya Doon, who's from the Picturesque Studio, which was founded by her. And it's a high-end architecture and interior design firm creating exciting, inspiring, luxurious, but ultimate livable spaces. Let me know if I'm correct or if I've missed out on anything.
No, absolutely, you're right.
Okay, you also work on lifestyle characteristics into design concepts, which is one of your special features, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Okay, so I don't want to take too much of time of the audience, and we are here to talk about trends, textures, and typologies using stone in residential spaces on our Let's Talk Design, and we welcome you once again.
Thank you so much. It's lovely being here.
Great. So, Priya, I would really like to know, natural stone is always like a timeless trend we have seen, and the aesthetics and functional benefits that they provide is like a perfect element for various types of constructions and decoration purposes. So, as an expert, what are your views on it?
Well, yeah, I mean, stone has been in use since time immemorial, and it is absolutely timeless.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, when stone was used in masonry work as well, and now, of
Correct.
course, we have different construction techniques. But
Yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
stone was really crucial in those terms as well.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 1500s and 1600s, when the Italian designers used to carve those beautiful structures out of stone. So yes,
Yeah,
it has been, alongside the history of architecture. It's been a very it's an elemental sort of a material, and
correct.
even today, stone in interiors and in exteriors, it's widely used,
Mm-hmm.
complementing with say ipe wood and aluminium claddings on
Correct.
facades. It
Yeah,
does give a very stunning and a very
yeah,
contemporary look. In interiors,
correct.
of course, we use so much stone in different applications
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to talk about today. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
timeless, and it's one of the key materials of building construction.
Correct. As per you, what are the latest trends and style for using stone in interiors as well as exterior spaces, especially like, for residential spaces?
See, I would say for exterior spaces, let's talk about the exteriors first.
Mm-hmm.
I really admire how leathered granites are used these days. Leathered
Right.
granites
Yeah.
and leathered travertine. We're using a lot of these stones. I personally
Mm-hmm.
like the bush hammered finish. Where you have those hammer and that the stone is hammered with those
Yeah. Yeah.
triangular sort of
Pieces. Yeah.
pieces. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it
Hmm.
gives a very industrial look to the stone.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's very it's used in a very modern way in exteriors,
Mm-hmm.
and in interiors the trends are absolutely endless.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like I really like to use floor patterns with stones,
Right.
combining different stones together in a pattern in an entrance foyer, say, or
Right.
combining stone with the metal inserts with brass inserts, having
Right.
a stone and a wooden floor together, and having a very sleek metal insert with it. So yeah, trends are endless. Yeah, one of the latest trends that I really like is the fluted stone, which like
Correct.
these
Yeah.
days
Yeah.
we are really liking the fluted stone in a setting where the whole bathroom is monotone, and just one wall is fluted of the same marble. And
Yeah.
like recently we've come up with an amazing master bathroom where
Okay.
we have an island vanity. So that
Okay.
island vanity has a stone shutter that is
Mm-hmm.
fluted, combined with the
Mm-hmm.
veneer shutter, which is again fluted. So fluting of veneer and stone together with,
Both combined together.
yeah,
Yeah.
combined
Yeah.
together, that's really in
Yeah.
these days.
Do you
And
think that fluting of stones has gone really like all out? Because I've seen that a lot.
yeah, I love it. I
Great.
mean, I
Are you
love
using
different
that in
variations.
any of your recent projects?
Absolutely, yeah. We are using
Mhm.
fluting like crazy right now in
Okay.
most of our projects, in fact. Yeah.
Mhm.
And one thing I really like is the bush hammer and leather finish in interiors as well. Because these
Okay.
days, we are focusing a lot on biophilic design. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
leathered and bush hammered is a very natural and a very industrial sort of a stone finish. So,
Yeah.
combining that with the greens and interiors gives a very
Mhm.
nice natural look to the overall interiors.
Correct. Correct. You were mentioning that you have tried to pair two different kinds of textures of stone on the floors. Do you use that on the walls as well?
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, on
Okay.
the walls, we recommend it more because, on the floor, you can't be so
Subtle.
experimental in terms of textures. Like, of course, on the
Yeah.
wall, we can have a plain stone and a fluted stone and, a leathered
Yeah.
stone
Yeah.
together, you know. But of
Huh.
course, on the floor, we don't use that much. But yes, on the
Okay.
walls, definitely yes.
And you're also experimenting these stones with brass and metals. Do you
Yeah.
often do that with wood? Because I believe wood is one of the most often complementary used material with stones. So are you trying to experiment it only with metals or brass, but also with wood as well, or any other material as well?
Absolutely. See, like I'm telling you right now that fluting is a trend right now and it's
Yeah,
raging.
yeah,
So
yeah.
not only stone fluting, but yeah, veneer fluting and having those
Okay,
CNC cut panels in HDF.
correct. Huh.
So yeah, I mean we're using that in
All of
wood
that.
as well. Yeah, yeah,
Great,
absolutely.
great. And we have also seen, like with a lot of different ways that people use stone in design, and you've also used all of these in your projects. Could you let us know some innovative ways of using stone which were challenging for you, but you have tried to convert that into a great and a beautiful design?
Yeah, like recently we're in the process of building a house. It's
Okay.
20,000 square feet house. It's in Panipat, and I
Mm-hmm.
would call it a marble wonder because we've
Okay.
actually used marble extensively there in a very
Okay.
varied sort of applications. Like to
Mm-hmm.
start with their facade, we've used travertine
Mm-hmm.
slabs where we've
Mm-hmm.
bent 2 by 2 feet of travertine slabs. We've bent it from one corner.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
And
Okay.
when you bent that stone, so it's a 100 stone, and when we've bent it from one corner and we've placed those 4 slabs of 2 by 2 feet perpendicular to each other, and then the junction between all the corners,
Between the
we
corners, yeah.
yeah we fit a light source behind it, so it gives a very nice detail. It's a very nice. I just got a call. So it's a very nice integration of light and stone. So of course it was a very tricky detail because we had to procure 100 slab for it. But now that it's done, it's looking
Yeah.
stunning. And
But it's a
apart
very
from that, in the same
different,
house, we've
yeah,
used
it's a
a
very
lot.
different and a unique idea that I've heard today. Like the kind of light you've inserted into the stone. No, seriously, it's a very unique idea. I get to
Yeah,
listen to so many ideas every time, but this is also very unique. I'm sure it's going to be a hit for you.
yeah, yeah. I'll share pictures with you guys. So
Absolutely, please.
So in fact, in interiors as well, there were a lot of challenging times. Like I told you, we've used
Hmm.
marble extensively in this house. So
Correct, yeah.
in one of their bathrooms, we've cladded stone on the ceiling as well. So why
Okay,
we've done
okay.
that is, so the same stone is running on the floor and all the walls and the
Hmm.
ceiling, so that this
Hmm.
whole bathroom looks like a box of stone. So
Right.
that cuboidal thing cladded absolutely with
Absolutely.
stone with no
Yeah.
paint finish, nothing. So yeah, that was
Hmm.
one tricky detail that we had to do, cladding
Okay.
Italian marble
So
on the
the
ceiling.
ceiling is also of the same stone, or the ceiling is
Yeah.
of a different stone?
No,
The
it's the
same
same stone. Yeah, yes.
entirely. Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting again. Yeah,
yeah.
quite interesting.
And
Do you also use these stones to make furnitures? Like these days,
absolutely.
people are doing that. You do
Yeah,
that? Are
yeah.
you doing it any
Like
of your
dining
recent
table
projects?
tops are a big
Yeah,
hit with stones because you need to
absolutely.
have
Yeah,
your dining table.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, you need to be very conscious about it. You cannot use a
Hmm.
veneer top because,
Yeah,
of course, it tends to get scratches and everything. So stone is a very good material to use on dining table tops, I would say. In fact, you can
hmm.
combine it with wood veneers and add some inserts. So that makes
Correct.
for a very beautiful tabletop.
Right.
And
Right.
apart from that, furniture and even sculptures, stone sculptures is
Yeah,
something that I really love. And stone planters,
yeah. Especially for
having
outdoors.
outdoors and even indoors.
Indoors.
These
Yeah.
days we are using stone planters everywhere, like fluting in
Hmm.
stone planters is also something that we are doing.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
carved stone, and we're doing stone art installations that also look
Okay.
very
Okay.
nice, cladding
Yeah.
a simple muted stone on at the
Hmm.
background and then having something very interesting carved in stone in the foreground. So
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's interesting as well. Yeah. The use of marble in architecture and interior design has almost changed over the years. And I think especially with pandemic and change of climate, I'm sure it has changed. So marble has also turned out to be one of the most versatile stone. As per you as an expert, which marble is timeless and can be created in both modern as well as in traditional design?
Uh, well, I would say that would be definitely Satvario.
Okay.
Because yeah, because it's a very, it can actually express a lot of luxury and
Right.
magnificence, so
Right.
Satvario is very timeless also. I mean,
Hmm.
Satvario can never go out of style. And in classical settings we can see, Satvario teamed up with beautiful floor
Right.
inlays, inlay,
Right.
and
Right.
having stone patterns with Satvario in classical settings looks amazing. Then when we,
Right.
club Satvario with wooden veneers
Oh,
in
it looks
modern settings,
beautiful.
yeah, it,
Yeah,
it comes
it
out
does.
really nicely. It
Yeah,
even
yeah,
enhances the grace of,
yeah.
all the materials together. So
Yes.
yeah, definitely
Mm.
I would say Satvario.
Is Satvario your go-to stone as well?
See, yeah, but
It
I
is.
mean, I do love a lot of stones because you see so much variety of stones and you can do so much with it that, as a designer, I cannot choose one.
No, but like if you're so much confused in any of your project and you just have to choose one stone and you're like, oh, this is my safest stone wherever I used, it will fit into my designs. So what would that stone be for interiors?
See, it will definitely be a gray stone. Any good
Okay.
gray. Yeah, because
Okay.
of course we all know that grays are really in these days.
Yeah.
Satvario is my favorite, yes, but a lot of times it is very difficult for clients to procure it because of
Mhm.
course it's expensive and it's a rare
Yeah.
marble. So,
Right.
procuring good slabs of Satvario is very crucial, and sometimes we're not able to do that.
Fair
But
enough.
with grays, we have so many options of grays and we can do so much with grays. So yeah, I would say definitely a gray William or a river gray. These days I'm in love with river gray because we've overused gray William.
Yeah.
So so it's our phase where we are in the phase of, using rock gray and river gray and Armani gray,
I
GSL as
feel
well.
all grays are fantastic and they look
Absolutely.
fabulous. Yeah, yeah. And I think that's why they are in trend. And I feel even if they go out of trend, they will still look fabulous and beautiful.
Absolutely, because they
Yeah.
can actually mute any setting. So even if you want to
True.
use
Yeah.
any sort of say loud colors and you just add
Mm.
you just splash gray into the whole setting, so
Correct.
automatically all your colors, pop out really
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah. You've already spoken about, the textures and pattern, how you are experimenting these stones on floors as well as walls, plus stones with different materials and stone with different, textures as well and patterns. So if you have to give one tip to the audience, like a layman who's planning to get these, stones done for their house or for their project, probably how could they play with certain stones? What would that be? Or patterns.
So yeah, like we have some of our favorite areas where
Hmm.
we definitely introduce patterns. So
Okay.
to start with, first you need to understand where do you want to start using your patterns. So for
Hmm.
example, say all our entrance foyers have patterns. Most of our bathrooms, powder bathrooms, sorry, are master bathrooms and dining rooms. So yeah,
Hmm.
these are the four spaces that we tend to use a lot of patterns in. Then when you're using patterns, of course, the character of the stone is very important in terms of how it looks. Of course,
Right.
its properties are
Right.
important as well, but how it looks and how it goes together with the other two three stones that we're using in the pattern. So for
Absolutely correct.
example,
Yeah.
like if we are using a gray, then of course with a gray, a tone of say a lighter gray and a darker gray, or a black, say NSL or a Michelangelo,
Yeah.
with a gray William or a
Hmm.
gray flurry. All these
Hmm.
stones go together well.
Hmm.
If you want to use a beige floor, though we use it less
Looks
these days,
nice.
but
It's
still, if you want to
yeah.
use one, so then beige complemented with Satvario and Michelangelo looks very sophisticated. And of
Okay.
course, there is a very conventional way of using beige with, say, like a even in beige, we don't, these days we don't use Botticino or Perlato and all much, but
Correct. Yeah.
more, sophisticated sort of beiges like
Yeah.
Burberry beige, which is
Neutrals. Yeah.
common, but yeah, I like Burberry beige, and Crema Marfil is one stone that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
So that if you want to use, we can club that with, say, Swiss Gold, or so a tone of brown basically, which is not very loud. So
Okay.
yeah.
And do you also think that these stones, when you're picking up for your project, do they matter from typology to typology? I mean, are there any specific stones that you look for only for interiors of residential spaces, and there specific stones for commercial spaces, or any space you combine these stones, it works out well?
See, for commercial spaces, of course, we need to, choose stones which are, relevant for high traffic areas. So even if, like mostly gray stones are actually very good for high traffic areas. So
Mm-hmm.
gray William, for example, will be a good stone for a
Mm-hmm.
commercial space.
Right.
Yes, it can go for a residential space as well, but say, you cannot be cladding a Michelangelo or a Satvario in a commercial
Fair
space
enough.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a white stone, and I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the maintenance of it will be very difficult for you. Similarly, even though we use a lot of darker stones like,
Mm-hmm.
black granite, we do use a
Yeah.
lot of black granite in even commercial spaces. The only drawback of using black granite in commercial spaces is that it's very difficult to clean. So,
Yeah.
you need to be a little careful about maintenance and everything.
Functionality, yeah,
Yeah, as
those
well.
aspects, yeah, absolutely.
So
Hmm.
we do tend to miss out on those, but then of course these things are very crucial as well.
So similarly, when we are looking for interior stone for residential house and exterior stone, these things also vary. Like for exterior, I'm sure you must be looking at, stones which are resistant to the climate changes that we
Absolutely.
have in India,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But for interiors, I don't think all of this matters. So
absolutely.
what would be one good stone that people could look up to for exteriors and one for interiors
So for exteriors, when it
for
comes to walls,
residential spaces only?
yeah, for residential spaces, for exteriors, you can really look up to black granite, black pearl,
Hmm.
leathered finish. It looks amazing. It's very modern, and
Okay,
combined with so much aluminum claddings that's, in trend these days, it enhances, the overall appeal of the house. So
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
black is definitely my go-to. But yes, on the vertical surfaces, again on the horizontal surfaces, it does look beautiful, but you need to be,
Hmm. Very
prepared that
sure
you need to
about it.
clean it regularly, because
Right.
dust marks show a lot on black granite when it's cladded on horizontal surfaces.
Okay. Okay.
For interiors, it can be anywhere between a, a Satvario. Actually, honestly, I can't choose because I
So many lovely varieties of stones.
so
I'm asking
many.
you to pick one.
Absolutely. But yeah, Satvario is something that I really like. It's timeless, and I can really fit it in any setting, be it a modern or a traditional house.
Great, great. I think you've given us so much of insights, and you've given, I think, a lot of tips also for our audience. Can we move to the questionnaires if people have any questions? Guys, if you have any questions, you can please put them in the comment section. Priya would be happy to answer those. I think I'm just trying to scroll also once if there's any question on the above. I think you've answered all of the basic nitty-gritties that any layman would also want to know about textures, about especially for residential spaces.
Yeah.
How difficult is it for you to pick a stone, for a project? How long do you take to decide, okay, this is the stone that you want to pick?
Well, usually we know what stone we want to pick because it really depends on the look and feel. But yes,
Yeah.
hunting a good lot of the same stone is
Okay.
something, it's a challenge most of the
Okay.
times. So
Okay.
yeah, good lots is something we are very keen on picking. We just
I have
don't
two
like.
very interesting questions. So, Parveen is asking, do we have any technical things in stone to pitch to a customer?
Technical things, yeah. I mean, customers are very, concerned when they are buying the stones because it's a huge investment and it is something which is, going to stay with them for
Right.
most amount of the years when, they are making their
Yeah.
house. So a customer always wants to understand the durability, the longevity of that stone, how it behaves, functionally in terms of how porous it
Correct.
is, how resistant it is to the weather
Mm-hmm.
conditions or say stains. So yeah, mostly the functions. A designer that is a
Right.
company like a designer, of course, looks at functions, but the designer also looks at how it looks. But
Looks.
the customer is really concerned about the functional aspect of any stone.
Yeah.
So the
Fair enough.
properties of the stone
Yeah.
needs to be really on point if you need to, if you want
No,
to
no.
satisfy the
Fair enough.
customer.
Parveen, I hope she has answered your question. We have another question by the name is Kalana. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But the question is, what is the current Satvario square feet cost of a decent slab?
So that actually varies a lot. You must be
Okay.
knowing it really varies so much. But a decent slab will cost about 2,500 to 3,000 rupees a square feet, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope
Anything,
that
lower than
answers.
that, I feel that's a compromise, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that's the answer to your question. Great. Priya, it was lovely having you. Guys, if you have more questions, we'll be posting this video on our page. You could DM us, and I hope Priya would be happy to answer all your questions. And thank you for joining us on Let's Talk Design. It was lovely having this small, great insight chit chat session with you. You've provided us so many small nitty-gritties of all the, insights of stone, which our audience would have loved. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much for having me. Look forward for more and more interactions.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.